Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Yeah?
This quickly? And this bear's what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
But was that Mr. Edgeworth that figured?
Shh, Pearls. And, go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Who is it? Who piece of wood spying another person in the room?
Matt on guard.
Huh?
Matt on guard. Your client, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. The receipt. That's all you have? Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. On Guard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. On Guard's autograph of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. On Guard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. So what about the spy camera we found? Ah, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you to file away in evidence. Now we have the spy camera back. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in one quarters room was Matt on guard.
Why did Mr. Guard do something like this?
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corder in one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. It's so really bright outside for like 10 o'clock at night. Are you going to see him? Mr. On Guard, I mean? Yes. Yo, new video theory Phoenix Wright takes place in like Alaska or someplace else where it's light 24 hours a day during parts of the year.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next.
Find out next time. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt on Guard, what in the world have you done?
Let's go talk to him about it.
You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude, and it's still light outside. You can see by the cell windows. I guess the sun doesn't go down here. I think it's time you told me the truth.
Man, those hospitals didn't watch why they knew.
Relax. You don't know what ignorant... Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. I gotta throw the Maggie.
Yep, throw the Mogatama.
I gotta find how to throw the Maggie.
9.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Indeed.
Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corder had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? Told you before, dude, I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it till I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, we've done this dialogue before, huh?
I know you did.
Do I present the bear at the camera?
Camel.
Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corder's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
In the bear!
The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Cordo. Fuck, man, we already know who it was. You're really gonna make me do this?
Yep.
This is what passes for gameplay?
Yep. Okay, you like these games too, don't you?
I'd rather be playing Mega Man 2 right now. Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? No, he has a red hat and a blue coat. I don't think I've ever met the bear before, dude. Oh, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend?
You forgot me, Mr. ENGARDE.
What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how to work in court, how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Good lord. I'm sorry, but a menu opening up and me clicking on something is not really what I call riveting gameplay.
Credit card.
I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory. And it's got elephant hair for bristles. And I'm an asshole for buying it. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Shit. Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yeah. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked you why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I wanted to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corder's room and filmed it in secret is... Huh?
Well, the bear hadn't been there that long.
Well, I know, but it was because of his relationship with her. You think it's because of Aaron? Oh, I'm sorry, Adrian. Aaron Andrews, that's a sports reporter. Never mind. I think it's because of Celeste, but maybe that's not the right time for that. What do you think?
You pick whatever you want. We can do this as many times as we need.
Mr. On Guard. Dude, how about you take that bear home with you and talk to it? Sure, Mr. Bear will talk with you about as much as I... You know, fuck off. I don't want to do this shit anymore. Alright, thanks for watching this episode of Gabby the Game Night. Like, comment, subscribe. Check them out at Tom Under Bitch.
Hold down the B button to skip dialogue.
Great, I still gotta click on shit though.
Yeah. Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that! Hey, Phoenix, can you pass me some of that stuff? Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that!
Well, come on, Mr. On Guard.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I missed something, didn't I?
You
I'm sorry. See, this is the problem with skipping through the dialogue. Shut up.
The seat section.
Shut up. I know. Look, I'm tired, man. I didn't get much sleep yesterday.
Honestly, I'm tired too.
It was after midnight by the time I went to sleep.
The proof that you fought that bad.
You know, you can play these games anytime you want to.
No, I'm playing the next game.
What?
We're all playing it together.
So there's really no point in me actually being here?
Well, okay, we're both gonna do the thinking, because I don't know that game at all. And also,
So I went through playing all these games just for you to take it over from me?
we're playing together. I'm just gonna be holding the controller.
Yeah, you're gonna be the one playing the game. I'm gonna be sitting here doing nothing but bad voices.
Okay, you've said it yourself. That's not much gameplay. This is mostly a thinking game.
Okay, so I'm done after this episode then.
It's mostly a thinking game.
Shut up, or I'm 100% gumshoe. Adrian Andrews? You mean the sports reporter? There's a rumor going around. The Ms. Andrews and Mr. Corder were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corder, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal. That's the good stuff. That's what we call in the industry juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Carter because of Ms. Andrews. And there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set that camera in Mr. Carter's room was, now Celeste, or to kill her.
You click what you click. Oh, well, technically that's John Doe and not to kill him. Might have to show the card or something.
So you think it is the killer? Huh? My office. Well, dude, you're always saying really absurd things, right? Oh, fuck me. I hate this game.
Why don't we have more HP?
Because you let me show the wrong thing off 800 times before.
I mean, I could try and tell you the right answer every time, but then it's like I've already played these games.
Wait, you've been feigning like you don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer to everything, but I know how this case ends. And I remember some things in there.
Oh man, I pressed. Son of a bitch.
Go through the glass. He has to go and pick it up every time. Wedding card. You have to show Adrian the first time. Better safe than sorry.
Hopefully. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt on guard, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because...
It could be any of these.
Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corrida. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt on guard. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. On Guard, you really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm going to consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt on guard.
Where'd he get the drink?
Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you are Shady D. Killer's client?
He says Shady D. Killer.
Yeah, I like that better. You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? Does he have fangs?
Yes.
You're lying. What terrible.
It's way past your bedtime, little girl.
Even though it's still night outside.
Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. Like paying taxes and shit.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
Although if you're purchasing something, you're paying sales tax, so I guess that was a bad choice. Never mind. Anyway, a weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all ass-assins. What? Oh, come on now, Mr. Wright. Ass-assins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why...
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. And with that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why did you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl?
Why? Why did you kill Mr. Corrida?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Carter had been able to give it, then Mr. ENGARDE's secret would have.
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Carter ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Matt on guard. Did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Corrida. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Ugh. Oh, but too bad, you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mr. Maya!
You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turn out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it.
Hello, it's me, the starting line of this case.
Edgeworth.
I don't care for the hood atmosphere. Let's return to the precinct. Okay, now that we've teleported to the precinct. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? You plan on changing your strategy?
No! We can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
What should I do?
That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. Do you really want to say that way? 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn.
My turn?
What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own.
I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. Matt on guard. That man is really...
It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system?
Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery?
I wonder that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now?
Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do.
Right. Well, to get a hold of yourself, you have it all wrong.
Huh?
We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You're a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do.
People like you and Francisco von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict. That's what we call a verdict. For a man I clearly know to be guilty.
Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect will. That's all.
And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was so destroyed? You're so petty.
I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken.
What do you...
Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless.
What?
What? Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now?
The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you'll see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you'll be powerless to change the ending of the story. Your beep is beeping.
Mr. Nick, the transceiver!
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you bet you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. ENGARDE's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer?
Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself.
I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take a great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before, however.
You did, but...
My name is D. Killer. Shelley D. Killer. You're Shelley D. Killer! Please keep in mind that you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a D. Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain...
Maya.
It would be my duty as an assassin to see that she receives a nice long nap.
No.
Now then, if you'll excuse me. If someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
Thanks, Shu.
Missing Maya, missing Maya.
I don't know what to say.
Edgeworth. Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission.
Oh, that. It sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat, can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Shelley the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for ENGARDE Mansion immediately.
Alright, you hurry over there as well.
Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
Governor?
I forget talking.
How do I get there?
Hold on.
Okay.
Just having music on.
Well, it was gone here anyway, so... Maya!
Please answer, it's missing Maya!
If the area completely surrounded, there's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area.
I can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. How did I not notice? The guy with the same hairdo and mustache and monocle and zipper down his face. They looked identical except for the outfit. I can't believe I didn't see it.
He and ENGARDE were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Bear.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. They're all cutting it for some reason.
A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corda? Why would something like this be here?
Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed.
I'm sure that's for Sue.
Do you think that this came through that little door?
This door, it's locked.
Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth.
Oh yeah. Double Phoenix Edgeworth time.
There's no one here. And the door's closed again.
Yeah. From the looks of this room, I would say this is ENGARDE's private lounge. Look at this, Wright.
An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it.
I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it.
We searched all over, but it looks like he got away.
I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp at this time.
And now, we've lost our only lead.
Don't give up yet. That little girl's looking to you to be her pillar.
Yeah, you're right.
We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us.
You don't need to go in the basement. Lexi! Yeah? And then you do about this cat?
I tried to bring the package, got pissed off, and then attacked Maya. She hates being in my room.
Well, she's literally like trying to open the door. And we're trying to record.
Yeah, I heard them meowing downstairs, so I thought she wanted to come up. And
Well,
I
they need to be up. They don't need to be
Came up.
downstairs.
They don't listen.
Did you make a note? Yeah? Okay, you ready? Maya. Oh, come on! That was way too precise.
Phoenix looks a little to the right of the picture. There's nothing here.
This is like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love, Celeste.
I love Celeste.
Miss Impact, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Corda's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impact be in Mr. ENGARDE's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Celeste's photo added to the court record.
Ah.
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something weird on the back of the frame. Maya. It's missing Maya. She left us a message.
What? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearlie, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now.
That's right. No. Missing Maya.
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare?
Oh, nothing.
We've searched the house and this is the last room. Looks like he eluded us.
Edgeworth.
Yes?
As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing.
And what is that?
Miss Andrews' psyche lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow to blow this case wide open and expose the truth.
I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center.
Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock.
March 22nd. Detention center.
Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your psyche lock. Psyche lock? I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me, if you can. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. ENGARDE for the murder? I've already told you countless times it was because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. ENGARDE. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you were saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Yeah, I have more hit points now.
Yeah.
Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge, and that is Miss Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. And on top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does that do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him, yet. But for you to hate Mr. ENGARDE, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
Look at this for a while.
This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. ENGARDE's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Kapow.
Kapow.
Kapow with this photograph.
Yo, Raffle Hole, badass.
Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yeah, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Clinton didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Because of Mr. ENGARDE? What do you mean?
Governor, I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple.
They were a couple, weren't they?
So,
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself.
Revenge.
I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened.
But
But then why did Mr. Carter have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impacts.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and, so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge, there's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either, not with my situation, or with what I know now.
Well, thanks for watching this episode of Gabby the Game Night. Like, I'm going to have a more pony.
Oh yeah!
Good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.